Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? I hope you are well. Hey, let me just ask you, are you ready to move in? I am Dr. Tammy Donaldson, your success catalyst and literacy educator. I help women strategize how to move in the direction of more and prepare for what's next. The catalyst that inspires you to aspire for more, starting with self-awareness and self-development. So today I want to talk about, are you ready to move in? Hi, Lorraine. How are you? Are you ready to move in? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So if this sounds like it may be of something of interest, even though you're not sure where I'm going with it, please share it out or invite a few people in. If this is your first time joining me, please thank you, Lorraine, for inviting. I really appreciate you. If this sounds like it's something of interest to people in your circle, you can even share it out onto your page or invite them in. Bring them in and give me some reactions. I really would like to interact with you and see how you're feeling about what you're hearing. So let me just say, first of all, I have this voice thing going on. I sound very deep today. Hi, Marcia. How are you? Thank you for joining. I have this deep voice going on today, but I apologize. But I'm trying to maintain. So if I have to clear my throat, I apologize. But let's go into it. So if this is not your first time, I want you to put in hashtag OC. Hashtag OC. You're one of my original catalysts, my old catalyst. Put that in the comments because you have been with me before. So I just want to see who's here. Sorry about that. So what does it take when you get ready to move? What do you have to do when you get ready to move? When you get ready to move from one house to another house, when you get ready to move from one office space to another office space, when you get ready to move from one apartment to another apartment, one flat to another flat, what do you have to do? Post it in the comments. Just post in the comments some of the things that you do to prepare when you get ready to move to a new location. So, and I'll tell you my connection while you're doing that, because I want to hear what some of your comments are to see if it's something that I put. Hi, Chip. How are you? Thank you for coming in. So what does it take to move? What do you have to do before you move to a new location? For a new house, a new apartment, a new place, a new office space? What do you need to take to move? What does it take to move? Put it in the comments. Because I was driving. So y'all know, if you're one of my hashtag OCs, you have been with me before. This is not your first broadcast with me. You know that my inspiration comes from many different places. Like, I get inspired. So today I was driving and I was going to lunch and I passed by an apartment complex. Yes, make a list, I see, get organized, label stuff, plan, logistics planning. Yes, okay. Lorraine, you are an OC. Yes, you are. And so thank you for being here again. Yay. So I was driving by an apartment complex today, and what I saw was move in ready. Y'all know I thought about y'all. Loads of tissue for the tears. Yes. Oh, Chip. Oh my goodness. So let me make sure I pull up these comments because we're going to talk about this, because I want to make sure that you are ready to move in. Move in. Because one thing I know is that when you get ready to move, it's a process. There are things you have to do. And if you're at that point on your life's journey where you're ready to move in the direction of more and prepare for what's next, it's time to get ready. Because I want you to be ready to move in. Chip says she's ready to move in. All right. Chip knows. She's already saying she's ready to move in. She don't even know what I'm going to say. Because y'all know I always have a spin on it. So let's talk about it. Let me go through the comments because I want to talk about that. So make a list. So have you made your list? Have you set your goals? Do you know where you want to go? Have you created that list? Because when you get ready to move, you have your list of what you need to take, what you want to leave, what you don't want to forget. Then you also have your to-do list on what you want to accomplish during the process of the move. Have you made that list? Because one of the things that we've talked about, and this is really a broadcast that's going to recap what we've been talking about the last 2 months. Because we've been talking about goal setting, we've been talking about moving on and really walking into our passion, stepping into our purpose. We've been talking about those things. But I want to make sure, I want to check in. Hi, Frazier. I want to check in and make sure that you have really done that. And I remember I told you, it's going great, Frazier. I'm checking in with you. I want to know, have you been doing your work? See, I've been giving you content. I have been giving you assignments. But I want to know, are you ready to move? Are you ready to move in? And do you have what it takes to get there? So today we're going to just kind of recap that. So y'all remember we talked about light bulb moments. Don't procrastinate on someone's breakthrough. The idea of choices. We've talked about all those things. Hi, Natasha. Hey, girl. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for joining me. So, are you ready to move in? So, Marsha said, make a list. So, have you made your list of goals? Are you ready to go? Do you know where you're going? Do you know what your vision is? Thank you, Marsha, for inviting. Yes. Hey, Natasha, go up when we're done and turn on your notifications. I want to see you back. I've missed you. Lorraine said, get organized, label stuff, plan. Yes. So that's part of that list making. Have you determined your vision for the future? I know. It's late for you. I know it is. So replay is always good too. I'm okay with replay. I promise. But have you gotten organized? Have you decided what you're going to take and what you're going to leave? Have you done that? As I look at the comments. Okay. And so Lorraine said, label stuff. So you want to label, you want to know which room it's going to, right? So when you pack up that box, you make a list, you check it twice. Absolutely. Because you don't want to leave anything behind. You don't want anything to get thrown away that you don't want in the trash. So the same thing is true. Have you decided what? Here we go, ladies. Y'all ready? And gentlemen, you ready? Are you seated? Have you decided what and who you will take on your journey? Because one thing we've talked about too in the last couple of months is this idea of our circle of influence, our circle of mentors. Have you decided what you want to take? What is going to propel you into your next? Have you decided who is going to propel you into your next? Because you need to make a list. You need to get organized. You need to label stuff. You need to plan. Are you ready to make a decision about who and what you're taking on your journey? Because if you are ready to move in, if you're going to, at the end of this broadcast, if you're going to be able to say #ready, you got to have your list of goals. You've got to have, who you're going to take. Who are those mentors that's going to help guide you and be there for you? What collaborations have you set up? Have you set up some collaborations on things that you want to do and want to accomplish? Have you done that? Because if you're not, you may not be ready to move. May not be ready to move in just yet. I know, but thank you, Marsha. I appreciate y'all finding sleep. I know for the UK, it's really, really late. Okay, what are some other comments? Let me go back to the comments. Logistics planning. So have you mapped out? Y'all ready? Have you scheduled your movers? So have you set up who is moving and shaking with you? We have our mentors, but we also need those people who are where we are and who's going to support us. Those people who are our cheerleaders. Rah, 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 right? Have we done that? Right, reconnecting to the original vision. Have you done that? You got to make sure you have a vision. You got to make sure that you're looking and you're looking ahead. It's the idea of planning. Thank you so much, Lorraine. Because you've got to have a vision. You've got to have goals. Because those goals you can divide into steps. Those steps will get you to live out that vision. But if you haven't done that, you're not ready to move in. And we've got to be ready to move in. Do you have who you're going to take on that journey with you? Who in your circle is going to support you? Who in that circle is going to be a good mentor to you? See, we got to find people who are going where we want to be, but we also got to have people where we are now and in that supportive space that we can call and say, girl, you know what? Today is one of those days. Oh man, you know what? So we need those people too. And so have you set those up? Do you know who those people are? Have you moved the people out of your circle that are not as supportive? that are not pushing you to where you're going. All right. I see y'all are laughing. Are y'all laughing at me? Okay. So Marsha said, funny, I did this today for a new project at work. Yes. And you probably feel so much better. You feel probably so much more prepared for where you're going. I love that. I love that. Okay. So let me see what else we said. So someone else said, loads of tissues for the tears. So let's talk about that. It's not going to be easy. When you're growing, when you're moving, it's not going to be easy. You may cry. You may even pitch a fit. You may revert to 3-year-old. It happens. It's okay. It's really okay. Because that's part of growing. Part of growing is letting go. Letting go does not mean forgetting. So make sure you hear me. Letting go doesn't mean you forget them. Letting go doesn't mean you don't love them. Letting go doesn't mean it's over for that relationship. But sometimes in order to grow and move, you have to push things out of your line of vision because there are distractions, which means there may be tears, which my mom always called growing pains. Sometimes we have growing pains, and that's okay. So grab your tissue, but also grab your list, grab your goals, make sure you see that vision. Make sure you look in the mirror and give yourself a little pep talk. Let's go. We can do this. Because it won't be easy. It won't be easy. Growing is not easy. Change is not easy. It's not easy, but it must be done. We must do it. We must do it if we want to move on to what's next for us. If we want more. And I want that for you. That's what this show is about, connection and conversation. It's me connecting with you. It's us having this conversation in this effort to grow and become more and move on to what's next. There should be this constant evolution within us. But we got to be ready to move in. Are you ready to move in? We got to be prepared. So y'all know what? Now can I be honest? I'm going to be honest. Hands raised right here. I'm going to do it before I even tell you what I'm going to do. I keep it fresh and new. Yes, and even my hair, Fraser. But I want you to know that the hardest thing for me when I move is throwing things away. Throwing away the trash. Things that I know I have no use for anymore. Those things that serve me. That's the hardest thing for me to do. My husband calls me a hoarder. My husband calls me a hoarder. But sometimes that's part of being ready to move on to what's next. Is being able to throw out the trash. Throw out those things that no longer serve us. Throw out the old habits. Throw out those things. That's a part of getting ready and moving. Another thing. Let me see if there's any other comments. Sorry about that. Sorry, my internet is not cooperating today. But the other thing that is really difficult for me is this idea of, I have to clean out. It's always such a process. We have to clean out the old apartment or the old office space, and we have to clean the new. We have to get it sanitized and ready so they don't take our deposit. And so that's the same thing. That's the same thing when you're moving on to somewhere. You don't want to burn bridges. You don't want to alienate people. You don't want to do that. But you must, yes, it's that idea of spring cleaning. But you must make sure that those relationships, those things that you're leaving behind are in a state where there's no animosity. There's nothing bad, no bad blood, as we say, right? You got to make sure that you're ready to move on. And so that's something that we have to do too, is clean the old place. The other thing is, when you clean the old place, what do? You got to go check out the new place. So when we're looking at our vision, when we have our vision, we must also check it out. We must also check out that vision. What do we need to do? What are the goals? What are the steps? You should never do anything blindly. You should never do anything haphazardly. You should never do anything without doing your research first. So when you have a vision to start a business, to begin a project, to collaborate with this person, to have a partnership with this person, to bring someone into your organization, you should always do the research first. You should always check it out first. Just like we do a new place. We check it out before we pick up those keys. And the last thing we typically do when we're getting ready to move in is we pick up the keys. That's it, y'all. You have to get the keys to your next. You have to hold on to them and you have to use them. You have to use them. So not only do you pick up the keys, you actually use it to turn that lock. So once you pick up your keys, you must use it for your vision. So y'all know I like metaphors. I love metaphors. And so today was all about, are you ready to move in? For those of you joining me live or via the replay, I am Dr. Tammy Donaldson, your Success Catalyst. And today we're talking about, are you ready to move in? Are you ready to go on to what's next? There are 7 things that we talked about today that you must do in order to be ready. You must have your goals list. You must make a list of your goals. You must also know who you're going to take with you. Who's going with you? Who are those mentors? Who are those people that support you? You must also make sure that you check out the new place. Go to the new place, check it out. What is your vision? What is that vision you have? And what do you need to do to get there? Do you know the steps to get there? Have you scheduled your movers? Who's going to be around you? Who's going to be in your space? Have you decided what you're going to throw away and how that's going to happen? We got to get rid of some things. And so, are you ready to move in the direction of more and prepare for what's next? If you are, you have to do some reflection. This episode is all about reflection and being reflective and taking a moment to reflect. Reflect on whether you're ready for your next. Because I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the time is now. As I told you when I drove by the apartment complex, it says, move in now. Our time is now. The time is now. So in order for us to move in order for us to be ready, we must take care of those things that we haven't taken care of right now. Which means we got to make some choices. Some of them will be tough. Some of them will not be easy. But we must make the choice. Are you ready for what's next? Are you not? So after hearing this broadcast, if you are ready to move, if you're ready to move, you may have a few things to do, but you're ready to tackle those things right now. I want you to put hashtag ready in the comments. Hashtag ready. Because we are at the point, it's October, mid-October. It's time for us to be ready to move into our next. So we must make some decisions on our list. We must get organized. We must plan. We have some logistics to take care of, like our movers, who's going to hang out with us, who's going to be there. We even have to, I'm looking at your comments. We even have to label some stuff, right? We got to label where it's going in our new place. We got to take what we know that we're going to use and put it in the right place. Yes, Natasha. Yes, Marsha. Yes. We got to make sure we label some things. We got to make sure that we put it in the right place. Is this part of step 1 or is this part of step 2? Am I going to do this by December or am I going to do this by January 1st? So we have to label stuff in the sense that we have to set deadlines and timelines for ourselves. We must do that in order to be ready. So you don't have to share on my broadcast, but I do want you to think about what is next for you. What is your vision for your next? You usually put the important things on top. Hello, Chip. Yes. I love it when y'all say the things that I'm implying that I don't say right. Thank you for clarifying that for me. Yes. When we label stuff, as Lorraine said earlier, what that means is we're prioritizing things. We're putting things in the right place for the right time. We're setting deadlines. We're putting timelines on them. We are preparing for what's next. We got a plan. We have a vision map set up, ready to go. So I encourage you this week, if you're not ready, if you couldn't put #ready, what do you need to do? I want you to take some time for some reflective time, 15 minutes, and start creating that vision map for your next, for your more. What is that? What does that look like? And start planning it out. Who you want to take with you? Who's your mentors? Who are those that are going to support you? What are you going to take? What are those skills that will help you with that? What is it you already know that you want to help with that? The other thing, we didn't talk about this, but sometimes when you take some things that you need and some other things are not serving you anymore, you realize you got to go to the store. Here in the U.S., we have Walmart. I'm not sure what the store is there that everybody goes to. That's a discount store that has some of everything, like housewares, toiletries, and everything. But in the United States, we have Walmart. Sometimes we got to go to Walmart to get a few things, some things that we're missing. So if you do your inventory, if you do your reflection and you realize there's some skills, there's some things that you need to learn from someone else that are crucial to you carrying out your vision, you need to put that on top, as Chip said. You need to put that on top, and you need to be willing to pay for it, right? You need to really go buy it. Thank y'all so much for the love. Thank you so much for the love and the hearts. I appreciate it. So, are y'all laughing at me in my Walmart comment? Fraser said, is B&M stores, Home Bargain, Poundland. Yes, so that sounds like the same thing as our Walmart. We got to go buy some stuff, because when you move, you always want to either replace some of the old stuff, or you want to, if you threw something away, you want to do it. Okay, so it's Poundland. That's interesting. Y'all should take a picture for me and post it in the comments. I want to see what it looks like. I can't wait till I go to London. I can't wait to, Asda, is that how you pronounce it, Chip? Asda is a part of the Walmart group. Is it? Really? Walmart is over there too? Walmart is everywhere. TK Maxx. Oh, we have a TJ Maxx here. Interesting. Poundland. Interesting. Cool. I'm learning stuff. Y'all should post a picture. Yes, so Asda, Poundland, TK Maxx. Yes, Amazon. Yes, I think we all can relate to Amazon. We all go and purchase Amazon. So sometimes you have to purchase those skills. You have to go out and connect with those people. You have to create partnerships with those people who can teach you what you don't know. And so this week, I want you to take some 15 minutes, just 15 minutes, and reflect on how you can move to your next. If you have a vision for what you want to do next, start planning. Start creating that vision map. Start making that list. Start organizing. All those things we said today. Do that. Do that this week. If you have any questions for me, please post them in the comments. Please do this. I know I do metaphors, and sometimes, I get lost in making the connections. Chip used to be part of Walmart, not anymore. Oh, okay. So y'all do know what Walmart is. That's good, because Walmart is really big here. It's like one of the discount stores. Not really, but it's a little cheaper than some of the other stores. So, yes. Fraser, of course I can act. I can act. I can rap too, but I don't do it. I don't do either one. What you see is what you get. You get me. Morrison's Tesco. I've never heard of that. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I want pictures. This week, I want you to take a picture of those places and post them in the comments. Just because I'm curious. I'm just one of those curious people who likes to learn things. So post it in the comments. I want to see what it looks like. Or even a video in the comments. Post it in the comments because I'm anxious to see. All right. You're welcome, Marcia. Thank you so much. So synchronicities. Yes, I probably can't say that word. Marcia, that's like multisyllabic word. Yes, some things that are angelic. So just make sure you're ready to move in. Whatever your next is, are you ready to move in? Be ready to move in. Do what you need to do, starting with reflection, and then get the people, the things, the learning, all of those things in order. Thank you for joining me live. Thank you for coming via the replay. I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking time to hang out with me and have this conversation. This has been so much fun chatting with you about some of everything. I think we talked about moving. We've talked about stores. I mean, this has been a great experience for me, and I hope it was for you. And I'm glad, Chip, we're ready. We're ready to go. And you know, if you're not ready to go, if there's some things you need help with, hi Lee, how are you? Make sure you go back and watch the replay. This is a funny episode. Go back. We've had an interesting conversation. So in order to understand the comments, you got to go back and watch it. But I want you to know that I am here. And yes, Lee, it's okay. Go back and watch the replay. When I'm done, the replay will be up. Go and watch it. It's interesting. We have a little fun. So I will say that I am here for you. I do one-on-one coaching. I do small group coaching. I even have a mastermind group that you can join. That's every quarter, 12 weeks. And so those things I will post in the comments, and you can check them out. The links, please go up, like my page, turn on your notifications. I appreciate you being here. I am here on Thursday. So Thursday, let's talk about Thursday real quick. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. Thursday, I have a special guest planned and a special surprise. How can I do that in one episode? This is going to be amazing. It's going to be so much fun. So I want you to join me. Bring some friends, and it's going to be great. Stop it, Frazier. People are going to believe that. Don't say that, Frazier. People are going to believe that. Oh my goodness, y'all are too funny. But yes, Thursday I have a special guest and a special surprise. How can we get that in one day? And you may even see a performance. So Frazier, come back. You got to stay up late, so take a nap, because you may even see a performance. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. I am Dr. Tammy Donaldson, your success catalyst. The catalyst that will get you moving in the direction of knowledge, light, self-awareness, the direction of more, the direction of your dreams. And if you're following me, thank you. Make sure you put hashtag OC if you've been following me a while, if this is not your first episode, because you're now one of my original, right, catalysts. So put hashtag OC. And then join me here Thursday. And remember, aspire for more. Bye-bye. Lee, oh my goodness, Lee. Lee, it's funny. Go back and watch the replay. Y'all take care. Come back Thursday. So much fun. We're going to have so much fun. See you later. Bye-bye.